And we're freaking live. Fucking funny. I have to restart my computer to even get this shit working right. For the Tushy.
Is that your time?
This is for the Tushy.
Scoot over this way so you're not up against that wall where Uncle said the whole damn thing is falling into the sidewalk. Scoot this way a little more. That's what he said. He said that damn wall looks like they didn't even think you're gonna fall off of the side there.
Heck yeah.
Make sure any trash you're putting in there, you put in the trash bag on the floor piece to fill it up. On the trash in the can, because you want to fill up the bottom first.
I get it.
That way you could throw it away, throw it out. This my Coke, it is, huh? This my drink. The wine supported. So we're trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Experiment with Keith with Chrome. I think it is.
This is Chrome.
So you know how to do it, where you enter a sentence and it turns it around in different words for you? Do you know how to do that?
That's Grammarly.
No, there was something where you could enter it. I should stop by that educational store. That might actually help you.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's a device where you could go through. Let's say you speak another language. You go through and you speak, like, let's say Chinese, it'll translate in English. But let's say you say the dog went and pooped outside. Then it'll translate it in other ways. Is there another way on how to put it? I was seeing that somewhere, but I don't
Let
know
me
if they still
think.
have those. Keith, they had them because you're having difficulty doing it. It might help you speed that up. I gotta go and look through one of those stores, see if they still make those.
God damn.
Like I said, you better stop being so short with mom and watch your mouth, okay? That's why mom has more and more schedules, because I'm not. Life is too short to be sitting here arguing with you every day. And that's why mom needs to fill out schedules. That way it's not becoming a problem being around you too long. Toxicity, you need to get rid of that, Keith. Darkness and how to be nasty to people, you need to kick that aside and stop being that way.
Fuck.
If you're not getting enough sleep, you need more sleep. You need to put that damn phone away. Stop closing all the curtains and windows.
Yeah, funny you
Need
mentioned a
fresh air in
pocket.
here.
Funny you mentioned a translator.
Oh, locked what? You're all locked up in here like a prisoner. With a big bear with a robe.
So basically, you're saying a pocket translator.
Yeah, that's what it is. If you understand what I'm saying, acknowledge what I'm saying instead of putting me down. Because I don't have all day to be
Ray
talking to you.
sent me this link, which I bookmarked.
Yeah, how do you
There's Google Translate. It already does that for you. It's called Google Translate.
so it changes different words around for you?
To
Use
English.
that. Do you know how to use it? Figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
Like go through and put on there and see what it comes down with. Whatever their definition of that same sentence, write it down and put on there. Is there any other ways?
There's pages that the pages are in Spanish, so
No, it's the same language, but it uses better words or even more educated words as far as
I already tried that. It's a broken sentence.
doing it. Every does the whole sentence completely different, where it doesn't even, it's not as basic, but it's more, I don't even know how to say it. It does say it's the same meaning, the same thing, but better words that are chosen for it. And then you could go through and like, I saw somebody doing this a long time ago. I think you were a baby. And they were doing college prep stuff. And they had the little computer thing and they would punch in like a sentence. Back then they were about this big. I don't know if they're still around or what they were. Work Finder, I don't know what it was called. Kind of like the tech little machines that you had as a baby, but these were for high school students or maybe even college students, whoever.
Voice typing.
And what he would do is he would go through and he would type in whatever he wanted it to say, and then he would punch this word and it would say it, and he would say, he would speak to it. Is there a better word? Is there better words or different words to rephrase this? Or he would punch in rephrase, I think is what I don't know, something relating to that. And it would go through and it would read you another sentence, meaning the same thing he was trying to say, but with different words. Does it make sense? Like I said, I don't know what it's called. But it was something
Ray
like
sent me this link for some mobile pocket translator.
Well, I don't even know if it's a pocket translator. Punch in, what does a pocket translator do? I don't know if that's what it was or not.
It's when somebody speaks Spanish to you, you can translate it back to English.
No, it's not called that then. You don't want it to translate. You want it to
Oh, it's voice typing.
rephrase, like maybe punch in, is there anything to rephrase words? Maybe. I don't even know what I want to say because I don't know what it was called. I know the guy was trying to write one of his terms, one of his reports was due, one of his something was due, and he was trying to write it. And he was when we were having lunch, he was doing them. We're like, oh, it's neat. He was like, yeah, look at this. And he was Oriental. He was extremely smart. But not only was he smart, he bought this technical thing. I don't know where he got it from. And it would rewrite the whole thing for you. All you had to do is read it, and it would translate it for you. Not translate, because I guess translate would be like taking Spanish and translating it in English, but this would redo the whole sentence in English, meaning the same thing, but in other words, using better words. And like I said, back then it looked like a VTech. It was probably about this big. I don't know. He like punch in stuff and it would read it off. It would talk. And this was a while back.
Paraphrasing tool.
Could be. Ask it, what does it do? Or punch under Chrome, what rephrases a sentence with better words? Or is there a device that rephrases a sentence with better words or more newer words? Or I don't know. I don't even know what to punch in. Like I said, I should have written it down. I didn't think we'd be needing that, which I should have known. Anything of education to use towards rewriting anything, buy it, because you're going to need it. That's how my parents were growing up. Dictionaries, thesaurus, any salesperson coming through, they probably buy anything if it would help us.
That's Grammarly.
I think I know where to stop and ask them. I think they might know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I've seen a couple of places out there.
That's cheating, though.
With my dumb note, and when I have too much in mind, I make me dumb notes.
Oh,
And help you throughout the day.
it's called rewordify.com.
Rewordify, is there a device?
No.
A computer? Yeah, there's got to be. If that man had it, there's got to be a computer. Rewordify?
It's this website.
Okay, so now look for, go on Amazon and look for a Rewordify device, if that's what it's called. And see if they have it and see how much it is. First, see if they have it.
That's cheating, though. I want to do it in my own head. I don't want to use a damn wording device. That's cheating.
you find it?
No,
What did you say?
I feel like it's cheating.
You're not taking a test. How could it be cheating? No, it's called educating yourself a little more,
I wanna
learning new
use my-
words.
I want to use my brain though.
Well, your brain doesn't have anything in it because you haven't taken much education. So let's put it that way. By reading a book, you put better words, you get better idea of better ways of doing everything. Not only reading, better ways of rephrasing things, better ways of comprehending things, better ways of speaking, better ways of living. It changes everything in you by reading. So by learning new words, same thing. It changes your quality of life from going blah, speaking like you don't know how to speak sometimes, and even I do that, to learning how to speak more intelligently, using better words to speak. It helps you. There's no cheating because cheating is like you're taking a test. You're not taking a test. This is work that you can use better words, more higher educated people would relate to your work that you're writing. Let's say they read a paragraph and you use these big, fancy, sweet sounding words, you attract more people to your area. If it sounds all dumb, all basic, a lot of people are not attracted to that. Some people are that are more basic, more educated people like better, more intelligent words, variety of words. That's the whole purpose of it. It's not for the purpose of, oh, I'm going to cheat. There's no such thing in cheating in this thing. Your way of cheating in this thing would be just by not doing it and paying someone to do it for you, then that would be cheating. Which is not my case because Paul included me in on your work so I could help with it, so I could learn it. So in my case, it wouldn't be cheating either. So when I had you print it and take it with me, I'm allowed to do that. So I just wanted to make sure you know that it's not cheating. It's just creating better grammar for yourself to simplify your work so you won't struggle so much. You understand? So find it. There's got to be a device. If that man had it, it's out there.
That was a long time ago.
I don't care if it was 50 years ago, which I'm not that old yet. Will be. But let's say that I would have been born yet. Anyway, if he had it, it's out there somewhere.
I just need to modify.
What was it called? What? What was it called? The word?
It's just a website.
No, but what was it called?
Rewordify.
Rewordify. Okay. So you might want to use Rewordify, Resentencefy, Reparagraphify, whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Rewordify. Let me write that down. That way I could know what the crap I'm talking about. Because like I said, it's been so long, but I remember watching him, and boy, he didn't struggle much. He had shit written down. He'd fly through his stuff.
He had rich parents.
No, he had moved there from another town, and he was going to college, and he would eat ramen noodles for almost every damn meal. It's not having rich nothing. It's just trying to get by life and educate yourself so you could get a better job to be able to live out there. Well, that's not rich. When you're rich, you're eating out, you're whining, dining, dating, Porsche, Mercedes, who knows what else, right? No, he didn't have shit. He went to work on his bike in all sorts of weather, horrible weather. Went there, was working, was going to college, and living in a dormitory where he paid, I don't know, very little to live there, but he didn't have anything. Wore the same clothes pretty much. No, he didn't have shit. But see, if you're wired to where you want better for yourself, you're going to live better, regardless of what you have. He had ramen noodle almost every day, poor thing, almost every day. But every now and then he'd get paid, and he was like, man, I want to change up. I want a little bit of chicken on this ramen or something else, but people don't always have the money, Keith. You have no clue what people go through out there.
Yes,
I remember in between pay periods, I didn't want to ask my parents. I wanted to be more independent when I was younger, before I didn't have you. And I was like, man, I'd rather starve than to ask him. It's like he constantly bugging mommy and daddy. Can I have money, mommy and daddy? Get out there, get your ass to work. Shut up. If you gotta skip a couple of meals till you get home and eat there, then that's what you do. And be asking parents for money all the time. You gotta grow yourself. And that's what we did in our time, was you make yourself where you could take care of most of your needs. Try to anyway. Because the more you try, eventually you'll perfect it. What did they call it? Wordify on what, Chrome or Google? Where'd you find it?
It's a website.
Rewordify.com. I'm gonna give that a shot and see if I could do any thing. If not, I know there's a device. I know there's gotta be one, because if that guy had it, they gotta have it. And
Amazon even has no clue what you're talking about.
Amazon, you gotta know the word, what it is. That's why you gotta find it on Chrome first and see what they are. So go to Chrome and just punch in rewording devices. Punch that in to Chrome. Because for Amazon, you gotta know what the shit you're talking about before you even punch it in there. Like the name would be nice.
Nothing.
If it doesn't do Rewordify, do rewording or new word device. New word devices.
Nothing.
That's okay. Get back to your work now. I remembered that from ages ago, so now I know what to look for. So. All right. So keep your windows open. Kind of watch out for that. Kind of wake you up a little bit. If you're cold, turn on the heater.
I know.
So you don't know. So you don't feel like you're tied up there and made to do whatever and help a prisoner. There's no such thing. Take care of yourself, your needs, whatever you need. Get you some water. So Keith, are you sure we don't need no more glue? We have some for that chair.
Yes.
I better move that chair from there because if we sit there by accident and it falls down and it breaks, oh man, it'd be terrible. Or injure your back or whatever. I think that was better. And I need 409, don't I? Ducky. Good question for you. Ducky.
Immature.
Do bears go to the toilet when they hibernate? How cute. He's snoring on the toilet.
Immature, that's why.
Oh, it's very cute.
There we go. Some have natural order too. You pick up a drum kit right on the first try. Took 10 years to get the drum kit. And we're here those drives. I don't know, it's my knees. He comes back. Puke. He bolts. It was never meant to be. Up on toast.
Go take a nap. Put that away. Go take a nap for a little while.
Okay.
Stay down for a little while. Take a nap, honey.
All right.
Might do you good. Even just even an hour nap helps you. It really does. Why
In
you're not
here.
sleeping at night, I don't know.
See ya. See ya later.